What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we finished up Snow Peak Ruins and got ourselves the second fragment of the Mirror of Twilight. And in this episode, well, we're gonna do a couple of side quests and then make our way towards the next temple. So let's start by warping out of this place, although we're not actually going to go too far. I kind of just want to go to the top of the mountain and play a minigame of sorts, because you'll remember that in order to get down here, we had to sled and follow Yeto to his mansion. And well, now that the temple is completed, that sledding section is actually a minigame of sorts. So what we're going to do is transform back into a human real quick, and then we are going to challenge both Yeto and his wife Yetta to a race down the mountain and get a pretty sick reward for it. So what's up, dude? Long time since we meet. Wife feeling better. Nice weather for sleds. You try, heck yeah, man. Race to home. Alright, so here we go. Yes, we can't race them both at the same time. We have to race Yeto first, and then his wife Yetta. Now, the Yeto race is actually really easy. Like, don't worry too much about this one, guys, because Yeto does not take any of the shortcuts, and he's really slow. So, you could just follow the normal path down the mountain, and you would probably make it to the mansion first just fine. Now, Yetta, on the other hand, is a lot harder. Like, she's a lot quicker, and she will take all the shortcuts. So, if you don't bring your A game, she's probably gonna smoke you. Now, I'm gonna do my best to, show off the shortcuts on this race down the mountain, because I'll probably just cut out the Yeto race since it will be exactly the same thing. But the main shortcut is right here, so hop up on this little ledge, and, now what you want to do is follow the trail of rupees, since, the pathway is kind of narrow, and as long as you stick to the rupees, you should be able to make all your jumps and land just fine. So there we go. We made it past the dangerous part, and if you look on the map, yeah, Yeto is very far behind us, so we have a pretty big lead, and this race is pretty much in the bag for us. Except, oh no, I got the freaking wall glitch, dude. Yeah, sometimes you can get stuck on this wall and just, like, not be able to get off it. Ah, dang it, dude. Come on, Link, get up. He's actually getting close to me now. Oh, this is not good. Come on, please. I swear, if I lose this race. Alright, there we go. Thank goodness, although now I'm kind of going backwards, so that's a thing. And oh my gosh, the camera's reversed because I was going backwards. You beat Yeto. You good. You worthy sledder. I didn't even know that could happen. You want rematch? You go back to mountaintop. Alright, well, cool, man. That's kind of funny, actually. Alright, so now that that is done, glitches included, let's make our way back up to the top of the mountain, and now we can challenge Yetta to a race. So I believe if we stand behind this stone pillar, Midna will let us warp back up to the top. Alright, sweet, that actually worked. So that's gonna save us a little bit of time, and thankfully, like, we don't have to wait for the Yetis to, you know, get back up there, because as soon as we warp, they're automatically going to be up there with us, so saves us a little bit more time, I guess you could say. And now we can just challenge Yetta to the race. And honestly, I'm going to take the exact same path, so to save a little bit of time, I think what I'm going to do is just cut out the Yetta race, and I will see you guys once I'm back at the bottom of the mountain. And there we go. Did it first try, no big deal. I did mess up towards the end, but we still pulled it off. Link, you too good. I overconfident, maybe. You slimmer than husband, maybe that's your secret. You aerodynamic, You take this as a token of respect for sled skills. And for our trouble, she gives us a piece of heart. Awesome. Exactly what I wanted. And no-tell husband. He's right there. You come back and race anytime, Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Now that we're done with that minigame, I'm probably not going to play it anytime soon. Alright, so let's get out of here because I still have some more side questing that I would like to do. So, I want to warp over to the northern section of Hyrule Field, and I guess the fastest way to get there would be to warp to Zora's Domain, and then use that little, like, cave shortcut that we opened up a while ago, actually. So yeah, we'll finally get to use that, and make our way into Hyrule Field, and sort of go near where we collected one of the golden bugs, like a long time ago. And, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I'm really not looking forward to doing what I have to do to actually get the reward from the next side quest, because, you know what, I'll just tell you guys. We have to solve 3 ice block puzzles, and they are really, really annoying. Like, I know 2 of them are kind of easy, but there's one of them that is just, like, really obnoxious. So as long as we can solve that one in, you know, like, under 4 hours, I'll be okay with it, because, yeah, I have a feeling that's the one that's going to take up most of the time in this episode. But anyways, now that we're here in Hyrule Field, let's transform into a human real quick, because there's no point in us staying in our wolf form. And we're gonna make our way over to where we found a golden bug like a long time ago. Last time we were in this area, we were searching for golden bugs along like the cliffside, and right underneath where we actually caught that golden bug was a rock that we could blow up and then sort of enter a cave. Now, had we actually gone into that cave, we would have been immediately blocked by an ice wall. So yeah, we needed the ball and chain to actually get through there, and waiting for us on the other side of that ice wall is where the 3 ice block puzzles are going to be. So fun times, man. Alright, so let's get this over with. Let's blow up this rock and just hope I can solve these puzzles relatively quickly. Like, the first and the third puzzle, I'm pretty sure I can do quickly enough, but the second puzzle, that's the one that confuses me like all the time. Anyways, here we go, man. Puzzle number 1. Now, this one is super easy, especially if you're doing this right after completing these Snow Peak ruins, because the solution is pretty much the exact same thing that you did when you were solving the ice block puzzle for the second time in Snow Peak ruins. So yeah, there's sort of like this little tiny pattern that you can do where you just like move the blocks in the exact same order, and eventually, you know, one of the blocks will land on this switch. So all we gotta do is just push this block around in a circle one more time, and that'll do it for the first puzzle. So yeah, that was the easy part, if you will. The next puzzle coming up is the one that I'm kind of worried about, and you'll see why once we actually get to it. It's like really, really confusing. So there we go, first puzzle done, the gate is opened, and now it's time for us to take on the next one. So there's 2 switches, and yeah, this puzzle board is kind of weird, but essentially what you want to do is get the switch in the middle pressed down first, like not the one near the corner, the one sort of like in the middle. If you get that one pressed down first, I believe the rest of the puzzle is easy after that. So, alright, so I could technically put a block on there now, but, I think there's a second setup for this that I can do that'll make the rest of the puzzle a lot easier. So, let me try and figure this out real quick, because I know that second setup is, like, a lot better, and I think it'll make the puzzle a lot easier on me. So, let me just push this block forward now, and oh wait, no, that's gonna do the exact same thing, isn't it? You know what, screw it. We're just gonna do it that way then, because maybe that is the only way that you can do it. So that was just like a waste of time, considering I could have just like pushed the other block. Yeah, because now they're in the exact same spot. So, whoops, my bad, guys. Like I said, this is the most confusing one. So, there we go. We got the first button pressed. Now, alright, I probably shouldn't have done that. So, let me push that back, because, really all I need to do is kind of do like that pattern that we've been doing before to stack the blocks up until we actually get one on top of that button. So, I think I can do that if I push this over here, and then, oh wait, oh darn, that's not gonna work, because, oh darn it, I thought I was gonna be able to, push it up against that block in the center there. So, yeah, I sort of gotta like reset everything now, I think. Alright, how do I want to do this? I think what I can do is, push this one down towards the switch. Then if I push it up... Oh wait, no, I can't push it up, can I? Because then it'll block the path. Oh wait, no, it won't, never mind. yeah, so I can push that up there. Then I can push this one down and all the way around the bottom half and then push it up towards that other block. And then we can keep repeating that pattern until we actually get it on the Switch. So there we go. Now I got it. Yeah, man. It sort of just helps if you, like, work it out in your head. I know it was kind of, like, boring for you guys to probably watch that and sort of, like, listen to me, like, figure it out in my head. But it sort of just helps if you talk it out, if you will, and, like, visualize it in your head. So there we go. A couple more pushes. And then we have solved this puzzle. So I made a couple of mistakes and, like, pushed blocks too many times when I didn't really need to. But guess what, guys? We finally solved it. So there we go. And now we are on to the last puzzle. And this one is really, really easy. So don't worry. What you want to do here is just push this block towards that one. And leave it there for now. Then we can grab this block and push it down. And now this should start to make a little more sense to you guys because, yeah, the solution to this puzzle is pretty much exactly the same as the solution to the first puzzle and the one back in Snow Peak Ruins. Like, essentially, we are going to be stacking the blocks again and just doing the same cycle and pattern over and over and over, if you will. So, I think I need to push this until it gets up against that block in the middle there. So let's push it down again. And actually, I can push that middle block forward now. So I'm going to do that. And that'll be like sort of my first stack, if you will. And now I can grab this block, push it this way, and then push it again towards that middle block. And we'll be one step closer to pressing that switch. So yeah, one more cycle, and then the switch will be pressed. So see, that one was a lot simpler than the second one, man. Like, I don't know, the second one is like the hardest one in here. Like, you would think they would make that one the last one, considering it's a lot harder, but whatever. Alright, so let's just push this forward, and there we go. Puzzle solved. The gate is opened up. And now we can finally get this chest. So what's inside? Well, it's actually a piece of heart. So now that we got that, we can get out of here and far away from these stupid ice block puzzles, man. I do not want to see these guys anymore. Like, they took way too much time out of this episode. And now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make that back because there's still a lot that I want to do. So, the next thing I want to do is go towards Hyrule Castle Town. And, you know what? Screw it. I'm actually going to warp there with Midna because that'll be slightly faster. Like, I was thinking of using Epona because we are kind of close, but warping will just be that much faster. Plus, I need to figure out how many rupees we have since I will need pretty much our max amount of 600 to do what I want to do. So, let's figure out how much we have. Alright, 583. I actually do know the way to max out our wallet pretty easily since we are almost close, and that is by blowing up this rock, because I'm pretty sure that if we blow up this rock, we'll actually get a couple of rupees from it. So, let me actually just kill this Helmasaur real quick, because I do not want you bothering me, my man. And, let me blow up this rock. It might actually give me 50 rupees. Oh no, it just gave me a bunch of smaller ones. That's actually better for me. So, there we go. Maxed out wallet. Perfect. Now that that is done, let's actually make our way into Castle Town itself. And we're going to visit the new Malo Mart that opened up. So, that should be kind of interesting. We'll finally see what they're selling there in Castle Town. And we're going to buy something pretty dang awesome, although it is very expensive. And hey, look at that. It's our best friend, the mailman. Always here to interrupt us, you know, when we're busy doing stuff. So just give me my mailman and get out of my face. But yeah, like I said, it is very expensive, so it's kind of a good thing that we already had close to 600 rupees, since that does cut out a couple of things that I was thinking I was going to have to do in order to get up to 600 rupees, since I really didn't want to, like, use my golden bugs if I didn't have to. Anyways, though, now that we're here in Castle Town, let's make our way over to the Malo Mart, and I'm pretty sure it's, in the corner of this section. Am I right? Ah, yes, I am. There it is. It's always nice to see Malo's face just plastered over like every single wall. So let's head inside. And this is the castle branch. I don't even know what's going on here, man. Malo is just... I love Malo, dude. He's so funny. You'll buy it now if you're smart at Malo Mart. Oh, man. Welcome, welcome. Grand opening sale going on now at Castletown Malo Mart. 20% off, 30% off, of course. Why not? We look out for you, the hero of discounts. That is us, Malo Mart. God bless you, Malo Mart. We don't deserve you. Buy it now if you're smart. Make your selection. Alright, so we can browse and see that they have like the usual bombs, you know, potions, arrows. But check it out. They also have magic armor, which is 598 rupees. But yeah, we definitely want to buy that. So we'll take it. And there we go. Now, magic armor is pretty stinking cool. And it has an interesting gimmick to it. So if you wear it, you're pretty much invincible, but it'll suck your rupees. So it sucks like 2 rupees like every second, I believe. And if you do take damage, instead of like losing hearts, you'll lose like a certain amount of rupees. So let's say you get hit by like a weak enemy or something, and it does like maybe a heart of damage. Like that'll maybe cost 5 rupees or something. But let me go and demonstrate this real quick. So I'll put this on, but we're only gonna be able to wear it for like a quick second because I only have like 2 rupees. So we put it on and there we go. But yeah, it sucked our rupees dry, and now it sort of makes us walk really, really slow, and you can barely do anything while wearing it like this. So it's really not good to wear unless you have like a ton of money. So it's not really that useful to us right now, but we may use it a few times later on, like in some of the harder areas of the game, when, you know, we don't really need to worry about having too many rupees. Alright, so now that we got that, I actually want to warp out of here and start making my way towards the next temple. So, going by the hints that these sages gave us, they said one was in an ancient grove, and we kind of know where that is already, because if you think back to where we got the Master Sword, we got it in a place called the Sacred Grove, and that's kind of similar to the Ancient Grove. So let's warp over to Northern Faron Woods and see if we can find anything new going on in that area. I'm actually really glad that we get to go back here because it is kind of one of my favorite areas in the game. I don't know, I just think it's really cool. But let's transform into a human because, well, if you look ahead of us, there's actually a person over there, like on the ledge that we would normally Midna jump from. So obviously we can't just approach it in our wolf form, but let's see who this is. It has been a while since we took a walk in the forest, huh? Yes, and how our world has changed. And in case you guys haven't guessed it, yep, that's actually our good pal Russell. Say, what's up, dude? Do you know about the far side of this deep gorge? Some say there is an ancient temple deep in the woods that guards a sacred power. The ancestors of the Hylians created the temple. Signs of their civilization, ancient but very sophisticated, are everywhere. If someone could obtain the power of those ancient people, well, I am sure it would go a long way towards saving Hyrule. Link, would you take on this task? Would you cross the gorge and find the ancient power sleeping in the temple? I'll do it. I knew you would. To cross the gorge, just use my partner here. Partner? What are you talking about? And yeah, he can somehow, like, whistle the hawk tune, like, perfectly with just his fingers, which is kind of cool. But check it out, he's got a golden cuckoo, or a rooster, or something. Do you doubt my partner's skills? He flies like a dream, believe me. Well, you will definitely make it across the gorge. Wait and see, my doubting friend. Alright, so, I trust you, Russell. Let's take this cuckoo, and, well, let me actually just line this up correctly. And we're gonna jump for it. So yeah, this cuckoo actually glides, like, super quickly, and we can use it to cross these gaps. Just make sure you line up your jumps correctly beforehand, and you should be able to make it no problem. But I gotta say, man, I find it really funny that, like, this was their solution to not letting you use the wolf form since Russell was there. Give you a magical golden cuckoo. Like, oh, man, this game is really weird sometimes. But let me grab my boomerang since there's no wind, like, blowing in this valley this time around. So we gotta do everything ourselves manually. And, yeah, we still want to use this golden cuckoo because transforming into a wolf isn't really going to do much for us. And can you get over here, man? Thank you. Gosh, man. Freaking chicken is just like walking away from me. It's like, dude, I still need to use you. Now, please just stay there while I activate this bridge. And, alright, there you are. Come on, man. Stop moving around. You're making my life a little more difficult than it needs to be. Thankfully, though, we just need to use this guy to cross this last gap. And then we will finally be back at the Sacred Grove. So, here we are. We made it. But you know what, guys? We're going to enter the Sacred Grove in the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But, once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.